speaking of, this is white wine. It's some white wine. Now, if it's so dense, listen, I'm going to need cute show cards at this time, you know what I'm saying? Because, pulling up my phone and shit, just to remember half of the shit that's going on. So, listen, in white wine news, all right, this judge, she's a very famous judge for, locking up the black man that said he had, went to school with her. And she said, oh, yeah, oh, my gosh, like, we did go to school. What happened? Can you tell me? Like, I know you're a black man. I'm a white woman. I'm, like, went to law school, but what happened to you? Oh, you lived on the other side of the tracks? Okay, yeah, well, listen, I'm going to give you 6 months. Please try to change your life. And he was crying because he thought that she was going to give him a deal. She said, no, nigga, you're going to jail, okay? Now, on January 30th, around 5:20 a.m., okay, officers from Miami-Dade Police Department responded to calls reporting a domestic dispute. Okay, that's why I say we got to differentiate the white wine from the red wine. Okay, and so in white wine news, Law and Crime stated that when police arrived at Cutler Bay apartment complex, Cutler Bay sounds like they ain't got no gates. It sounds like, you know what I'm saying, it's just off the side of the road, and it looks like an old motel that's converted into apartments somewhere down here in South Florida, okay? And said they could hear a couple arguing, followed by a woman screaming, okay? And when they got there, a male identified as Kevin Justin Mayorga, okay, attempted to run into one of the apartment rooms and close the door. As police chased him, they ordered him to stop running and put his hands up, but Mayorga initially resisted, okay? And so he began swinging at them and hit one of them in the eye and handcuffed, causing a slight abrasion, okay? And when he was detained, all right, with hand and leg restraints, the woman who called the police told the police about her pet snake, and apparently this man here grabbed her snake and bit the python's head, slapped the off. Just took the snake, bitch, and just said, And he had to go before this judge here. I don't know what kind of charge. Apparently, he's being charged with animal cruelty, okay? Resisting arrest, intent to kill, false imprisonment, and he's being held at the Turner Knight Correctional Facility on a $15,000 bond, okay? If they're not eating animals, they're trying to eat us, okay? Chris Kumo. Now, over the last couple of days, we've had several mass shootings, okay? Yes, we did. I think even Delicious, from Flavor of Love, lost her niece in a mass shooting, okay? That happened on U.S. soil. It's very common here in the U.S., okay? Especially nowadays. I don't know if people are being told to do this, but Chris Kumo says him being fired from CNN consumed him. And he was going to kill everybody, including himself, after he was fired. It's very white wine-ish of you, sir. Okay? He says CNN anchor Chris Cuomo opened up about how grim his outlook was following his 2021 ousting from the network, okay? Appearing on Anthony Sarkamuchi's Open Book podcast, Kumo spoke about the inner turmoil that he felt after he was kicked out of CNN in the wake of multiple scandals, okay? And this was all politically driven. He was protecting his brother, okay, and got in trouble for protecting his brother. And then his brother couldn't protect him, calling up political influences to help save him. And so him and his brother, is Kumo still the governor of New York right now? No? Okay, both are jobless right now, okay? Because his brother was up next for president, okay? And fell for the okie doke, and he went right behind him, all right? This is when his brother was accused of all this shit, and then he was accused of intimidating witnesses on behalf of his brother. It was a whole goddamn scandal, okay? And I understand you trying to take up for your brother, but you didn't think about your job and you having to feed your family too. Okay? Your brother is skilled in sales. He knows how to get donations, okay? Now, he says, you got to make things happen. There's no luck. There's no fate. There's no destiny. What happens is what you make happen, and how you deal with it is what's made to happen to you, for better or worse. Kumo told Sacramucci on Wednesday's podcast, and I made a lot of mistakes, sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for bad reasons, Chris Kumo says, and I'm very flawed. There's damage that's relatable to people. There's damage that's unrelatable to people that I have to deal with, that I try to deal with, that I do the work on, and I still fail. Okay. Now, this is after he sued CNN for $125 million. Okay. For firing him. And I have learned to accept that, and I've had to accept that because I was going to kill everybody, including myself. Things can consume you. Italians are so passionate, he says, okay? And I really had to fight against that because, just like you did, I got too many people counting on me. And he continued, and I look and I'm going to screw up. And I always tell my kids, almost 20, 17, and 13, don't be me. Well, they are you, sir. They came from you and your sperm, okay? And all that hatred that you have and pride, okay? Learn from me, and I love you, and I will always love you, and it doesn't matter what you do, and I'm here for whatever I can do, and I'm going to get angry, and I'm going to screw up, and I'm going to make mistakes, okay? And I'm going to say and do things that you should say and not say and do, he says, and I try, but I fail, and and I have to know that I'm not here, and don't idolize me because I am no idol. This sounds like he's still ready to do it, especially if this case don't go the way that he wants it to go, because he's still in court with CNN, okay? And if he doesn't get this money, what is he going to do? He's going to be even more triggered, okay? And I'm just someone to learn from, and from better or worse, and I wish I had been told that more. Okay, I wish I didn't have to go through the same cycle that so many of us do, where you put everyone in your life up on a pedestal, because when they fall, the rebound effect is usually too dramatic. Okay, now this is very disturbing. Let me tell you how disturbing this is. Okay, just take me for instance. Now, when it comes to the political mainstream influence that Chris Kumo had, there's not a story that he couldn't do. There's not a person that he couldn't report on and destroy with one story. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the arena that we get in. Okay. Nothing lasts forever, but I believe CNN gave him so much power, and being that his brother was the governor, that he thought that he was untouchable. Right? And then he kind of felt that monster, like, I got political influence. I got the media. Do you know how powerful that is? And then he abused it because he got too big-headed, okay? That's what the Italians do. That's what they do. And then when shit turned around and backfired on him, it's called karma. It's called consequences to your actions. Now you want to kill everybody. You want to kill yourself because you thought so much of yourself, and you didn't think that one day that you were going to have to again, because we go up, we go down. We go up, we go down. That's just like me getting upset that people are reporting on me during any time. Whether it's the lawsuits, whether it's the celebrity scandals, whether it's what the YouTubers say, whatever it is. Like, imagine me wanting to kill myself over them doing the same thing that I do. Like, that's some bullshit. And then I end up getting fired, which people get fired from jobs, right? We get fired. But I told Chris a long time ago, I said, bring your ass on over here to YouTube. You know how much money he can make independent? I don't think he knows? They done made these jobs, these media jobs, so goddamn high on a pedestal. They done gave him so much money that he can't even see that he getting the shit end of the stick because it comes with rules. But when you on a platform, an independent platform like us, god damn it, if Alex Jones can get up on a goddamn platform and say frogs are gay and make millions, bitch, you can carry your goddamn news to the internet, and you should have did that when they fired your ass. You should have said, you know what, on my last day, catch me on goddamn YouTube, Chris Kumo. He would have moved his audience on over there because they was following him and not CNN. They wasn't following no goddamn CNN. They were following you. They loved your energy. I loved your coverage, especially when you faked having COVID from your basement. I think Chris Kumo was extremely entertaining, extremely overdramatic. He would go and stop at nothing to get a story, okay? And will take it to the depths of the, even if it means him lying and trying to put himself in the story to make it seem like to us that he's actually going through it, okay? And so to hear him say so irresponsibly, now you done up, okay? Now they're gonna label your ass as a terrorist. They've already made the file, okay? They've already made the file. You've already put everybody on notice, including the goddamn government. So every YouTube channel or every site that you have on, the feds will be watching very diligently, making sure that you don't cause any more chaos in the United States of America, okay? Giving you and your education and these independent platforms and the power that comes behind him, okay? But to say in the wake of mass shooting after mass shooting after mass shooting that this is what you felt like, you know what I'm saying? This is what you wanted to do, all because you lost a job. That's irresponsible. And I don't support that shit, okay? At all. Welcome to the federal, welcome to the watch list, okay? So let's go get started. I'm just trying to figure out who their doctor is, okay? Madonna and Lil Kim are pretty much morphing into the same. Like, I literally looked at Madonna and I said, is she getting darker? And then she wearing braids. And then I was like, I seen that face somewhere before. And then I Googled Lil Kim. And I said, there's a doctor out here specifically doing these faces. You know? Look at them. How did they have the same face, damn near the same age? How? My sister-in-law gonna be up here next, I'm telling you. They got to say, it's like, who is the doctor at this point? This shit, I was looking at old pictures of Lil Kim. I was like, damn, she was pretty. She was pretty. Madonna, I always thought they just pushed her sexual liberation on us. But as far as being pretty, I never thought Madonna was anything to be, you know. I see why they did. What was her name? What was the white girl name? Anna Nicole? Is it Anna Nicole? The Playboy model? I can't believe. You know what I'm saying? But Madonna, I was like, no. But I'm just trying to figure out. It was just something that I noticed. And I was just like, I just need to know who this doctor is so I could go and leave him a bad review on Google. And you know they be serious about the reviews on Google now. Okay? Whew. Oof. I mean, it's like they got a picture hanging up. I want to look like a cat. I want to look like I got fluid retention in my face. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure my eyes are always squinty. I want to look Asian. I want a full face, even though as a woman who's short and thick and you doing all these fillers and stuff, you're going to get thick anyway. I don't know. I would hate to see him without makeup. If it looks this bad with makeup, I would hate to see him without makeup is all I'm going to say, okay? Moving on. Don't forget, today we are offering on shoptkdeals.com the sea moss drops. This is something that everybody needs to have in their diet. It has 98% of the vitamins and minerals that the body needs daily. We have this in mango. We also have it in pineapple. It has 10,000 milligrams of Irish sea moss, the same sea moss that Dr. Sebi preached about, and the same sea moss that a lot of the health gurus preach about as well. It also has spirulina, which is very potent in vitamins and minerals as well. It has zinc, burdock root, and vitamin C, okay? Use the coupon code TK10 to get your sea moss drops. This is our mushroom Vitamix, okay? The T cell, NK cell Vitamix, very potent. The reviews on the website say everything. This is used to help optimize T cells, to help optimize natural killer cells, which kill off cancer cells in the body and things like that. It's been used in a ton of therapy. It's been in Chinese medicine for years, and people are raving about this. All you got to do is Google shiitake mushrooms. This is shiitake mushrooms along with turkey tail, some lion's mane, some cordyceps, all blended down. You can either cook with it, you can put it in your smoothies, you can drink it in water. Either way, you need this about twice a week. And if you're not down with the powder, we do have the gummies, all right, which has all of that in there. Shiitake mushrooms. It also has the reishi mushroom, has the chaga, it has the white button. And so all of this is condensed down into the mushroom extract complex. And also we have the mushroom 10X, okay? That's available as well on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10 to get 10% off of your first order. Don't forget, guys, we are featuring the Koji Cocoa Soap. This is something that I use to help even my skin tone, clear dark marks and things like that. This is available on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10, okay? Be careful about using it on your face. Yes, it will lighten the dark marks, but it will lighten your face as well. And you don't want to be out here looking like Nene Leaks, okay? This is the Koji Cocoa Soap. We have the sugar case. I am so in love with the body oils, and you guys are too, because you're emailing me about them. These are body oils infused with like glazed donut fragrances. We also have watermelon squeeze. We have, let me put this up. We have the watermelon squeeze. We also have the Georgia peach body oil, okay? I usually put these on when I get out of the shower, wet, let them soak into the skin while the pores are open. And then, of course, I carry a bottle around to touch up. It doesn't leak. And that's one thing that I like about this Black-owned body oil company is that they don't leak all in your purse. I could travel with these. They don't spill. I don't know where the hell she got these bottles from or the oils, but she's doing her thing. You can access the sugar case on my website. Use the coupon code TK10 to get 10% off your first order. And last but not least, we have our top seller, which are the Active 8 fasting drops. If you are really trying to fast, if you are really trying to suppress your appetite, the right way, the Active 8 fasting drops is the way that you need to go. The reviews on the website speak for themselves. If you're looking for appetite suppression, which means you have to start first thing in the morning, okay? And you put the drops in your body, you put a little water in your body, and you just do a water fast throughout the day. People are emailing me saying, hey, Tasha, they work better than any type of Ozempic or semaglutide that's out there. It just helps to settle the gas in the stomach, and the stomach tells the brain that you're not hungry no more, okay? And so the fasting drops are available on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10 and let me know how much weight you've lost personally using the Active drops, okay?